Welcome back. We are here looking at the foreign exchange market, and this is going to be my daily forecast for Monday, January 25th, 2021. If you like to support our channel, you're welcome to hit the subscribe button down here in the corner, hit the like button, the bell button to see our newest videos, and you're welcome to join us over at Patreon, where you can get access to our full technical analysis, our signal service, and also our online trades and courses. The link is down below. You're very welcome. So we'll start by looking at the Great British Pound and the US dollar, and as you can see, we have fallen a little bit in this trading session. We were down roughly 0.5%, 0.55, and we found major support here just above the 20 exponential moving average. So what basically happened today is that the US dollar index started appreciating quite significantly. That had a toll on this currency pair, and appreciating substantially, and that has a significant effect on this currency pair to the downside. We have also been rallying the last 4 consecutive days. So since we found support here down in the 40 exponential moving average, we rallied all the way up to 1374. That's roughly 1.67%. And usually when you have a big rally like that, you also have a pullback, which we basically saw today. We could also see we were outside of the Bollinger Band, and if you saw my video yesterday, I basically said as well that we would see a pullback for at least towards the middle of the Bollinger Band. So the question is whether or not we are going to go lower. I think it depends on the US dollar index. If that starts to appreciate even more, which is, well, not very likely at the moment. It is in a downtrend, but you always have these occasional periods where it will appreciate, and that this is one of those periods. So best entry here, you could basically enter at the 20 exponential, but the 40 exponential is basically where massive support is, and also the 50 moving average. So if you get into this area here, that is where you can make a lot of money basically by entering this market. So if you look at technical indicators, they are either flat or turning around, becoming bearish. You can see the MACD is flat, RSI is flat, CCI is turning around, the stochastic is turning around. So everything is pointing to lower levels. So it may well be that we'll have 1 or more 2 trading days where this goes a little bit lower and we go a little bit underneath the middle of the Bollinger Band and heading towards the bottom. That could be the case. Could also be the case that we turn around here, take out this top, and go even higher. So let's look at the US dollar yen, and as you can see, we have rallied quite significantly. We found support here at 300.346, rallied all the way up roughly 0.54%, and at this point, we could go higher, but we are in a downtrend. We are in a channel that is trending downwards, and which I can get rid of this because this was our old trade. And every time you get close to the 100 moving average, that is all hands on deck of basically just sell as much as you technically can. Because every time we have hit the top of this channel, the last 9 to 10 months, it has fallen substantially. And every time we hit the bottom of the channel, we could basically buy as much as we can. So at the moment, we are just above the 50 moving average. I would not consider entering this market at this point. We actually left this trade due to the fact that it started appreciating. So we may enter the trade again when we see a turnaround here. And best thing at this point would be basically a touch of this upper trend line and then just sell. So you can see here that we are heading towards the top of the Bollinger Band and this channel. So that is a fairly big move all the way up to the top of the Bollinger Band. That's roughly 0.59% to the upside. Technical indicators are either flat or are becoming bullish. So this is just wait to see in order to see, basically to see how far we can go to the upside and then just sell. So Euro US dollar. So it looked promising, but then it fell apart again. So I am bullish on this currency pair. I think this was the bottom for this time. So roughly 1205, that is where you'll find major support in this market. So at this point, I think that we're heading back towards these previous highs. There's a lot of room to the upside. We are almost oversold here. Technical indicators are otherwise turning around, becoming bullish. We are trying to cross the middle here of the Bollinger Band. If that breaks, that opens the door to the very highs here of the Bollinger Band. So that's an increase of roughly 1.1%. And that is also where we'll find major resistance, because that's also these previous highs. So that's where I think we are going the next few trading days, or probably week or two. So let's look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. So it looked really promising yesterday, but then it basically all fell apart. So we have been trading within this channel for several months now, nearly 2 months now. We broke the channel this week and tried to get back into it. Looked really promising, and then we broke outside of this channel yet again. So at this moment, the 20 exponential moving average is holding. It is here we have found support. We could basically turn around here, but we need to start trading it within this channel again in order to go higher. 0.8T80 is basically our target for this currency pair, and in order to hit that target, the US dollar needs to start depreciating again, and the demand for example, precious metals and commodities has to increase, which usually makes the Aussie dollar bullish, especially oil, copper, and so on. So if you look at the technical indicators, they are looking worse, significantly worse today than they did yesterday. So, well, we'll see whether or not this starts rallying. So let's look at a US dollar, Canadian dollar. We have rallied significantly to the upside. We have pierced through the 20 exponential, trading above the 20 exponential. And at this point, we probably go to the top of the Bollinger Band here. And that's an increase of roughly 0.57%. But that takes us above the 50 moving average. And I don't think that we are going to go above the 50 moving average. 40 exponential is probably as far as this will go before heading back down. We are in a downtrend, and every single time we get close to the 40, 50, or 20 exponential moving average, this has broken to the downside. So this is another plausible trade for next week. We'll see when it basically starts turning around. You can see that in the 4 and 1 hour chart when it starts turning around. Otherwise, technical indicators are looking fairly bullish for this currency pair, but it is a waiting game. You need to wait until it gets high enough and then turns around, something similar to this. You'll see a push towards the 50 moving average, pull back, and then you'll see a candlestick that looks similar to that one. And that is basically your sign that it's time to sell. So, hope you found this helpful. You're welcome to support our channel by subscribing, hit the like button and bell button to see our newest videos, and you're welcome to join us over at Patreon. The link is down below. Good luck and good weekend.